Hello, today we're going to draw prompts 22 through 26. It's day 22. Now we can draw our raven. So it's outside on a tree. So let's use watercolors. And paint the sky blue. And we can put some trees in the background with different shades of blue, lighter in the back and darker in the front. And then we need one bigger tree in the front for the raven to sit on. So let's make a darker blue. Well, let's just use brown. We'll make a big brown tree in the front with some branches, but no leaves. And then we can use this greenish brown for the grasses and make it go all the way to the brown tree. And then add more brown towards the front. I don't know. Maybe some extra green. And then let's sketch a little raven sitting in the tree. Birds are hard. Let's use the dark gray acrylic marker and go over the raven shape. And then we can use the black marker to add some details. And his eye and his nose, beak. And there's our raven. It's day 23. Let's get two. Grim Reaper and Moonlight. Well, let's draw Grim Reaper first. It's a cat wearing a Grim Reaper costume. So we need our tiles with our ruler. And then let's sketch a scythe for our Reaper to hold. Well, okay. I looked up a picture and then I redrew it with a better shape. And then let's use the blue washable markers for the tiles and leave a space for the cat. I messed up one of the tiles. I got confused from leaving the middle part for the cat. But it's okay, we can fix it with the darker blue. And then let's draw the costume part, his hood and cape. And then use the browns for the scythe and the gray marker for the blade part. And then I looked at a picture again and it's not really a cape, it like goes all the way around. So all of this should be black and then brown for his face and arms and legs. And then we can use the black marker for his eyes and nose and mouth. And then let's paint the floor gray with the watercolor. And then we can use the shiny gray acrylic markers to go over the blade again and make it shiny. And there's our Grim Reaper. It's day 24. Now we can draw our moonlight. So we're outside again. So let's use the watercolors. And maybe there's some water for the moonlight to reflect. But we also need a blue sky, so we'll paint that too. And then maybe we can make some little gray mountains in the back in between the sky and the water. And then let's make the water a little bit darker. And then like black watercolor for the land area in the front with a tree. and a cat. And some grasses. And then let's use our glue stick lid for the moon with the white acrylic marker. A nice round moon. And then let's put some highlights where the moonlight is reflecting on the water and a little bit on the tree. And some nice eye shinies for the cat. And then some more grasses. And there's our moonlight. It's day 25. Let's get to gargoyle and haunted house. They could go together because they're both outside, but one day at a time. So let's draw gargoyle first. So we can sketch that out. It's a cat-shaped gargoyle, and it sits on a little platform. I tried to draw it in the middle, but it's kind of too far towards the inside of the book. But the sketch is okay, so I don't want to redraw it. So we'll just go with it. So it's like stone, so we'll use the gray washable marker and go over the shape. And then let's use the gray watercolor for the base and make it look like a little slab. And then we need a blue sky because we're outside. And some greenish brown grasses. And then we can use the gray acrylic markers and go over the gargoyle again and add some details. He has horns and spiky spines. And then add the face and a few extra details. And some blades of grasses. And there's our gargoyle. It's day 26. Now we can draw our haunted house. So it's outside. Maybe there's some hills and a little path. So let's use the dark blue watercolor and paint the sky and a few trees in the background. And some grasses on the hills. And then we can use the washable markers for the house part with 2 windows and some shingles, and then outline it a little bit. It doesn't really look haunted, so let's draw some cobwebs and maybe some ghosts in the windows. And some cobwebs on the tree. And then some little rocks for a path up the hill. And then let's add a moon. And some more ghosts flying around. I thought they would show up better, but they're ghosts, so that's okay. And there's our haunted house. Thanks for watching. Have a happy day.